Hey everyone, we're here today to look at another topper for a pinball machine, and this topper is for FunHouse pinball machine by Williams by Pat Lawler. And this one was made, I was looking for a topper for my FunHouse and I came across it, just did a search online, and Ministry of Pinball had these, and that, you know, they're an overseas pinball company that you can buy parts from. So I got it from there. It's actually pretty cool. It looks pretty detailed. The lights and stuff light up around it. There's some bulbs on the sides of the actual topper. Then you have some bulbs here on the top of the topper that light up. And I think this actually replicates the back glass in FunHouse. There's a part, I want to say it's like at the bottom right hand side kind of, and there's like a ticket booth. And I think it says something like this on the translate. So I guess they kind of mimicked that and made a topper out of it, and it looks pretty cool. It looks better than a lot of the other toppers I've seen for FunHouse, which there's not many of them, if any at all, really. They're all seem like they're homebrew, but this one seemed pretty professionally done. The front, like you said, it's pretty detailed. It's got some weight behind it too. It's not some like cheap piece of like flimsy plastic. It's got some weight to it. This is like a plastic molded, kind of like on Circus Voltaire, I want to say, on the sides or something like that. I think they molded something like this on Circus Voltaire, or the top and bottom of the translate, something like that. So it's kind of like that type of style. It looks like it was either 3D printed or, you know, some kind of printed at Industry or something like that. But yeah, it looks pretty good, pretty detailed, painted yellow to match the FunHouse motif. Let's just kind of bring the thing down a bit here and spread it out here, bring it back. And this is all like metal, like he used like a piece, or whoever built this. I want to say the company that made this is Pedretti Gaming, P-E-D-R-E-T-T-I. They have a YouTube channel, stuff like that. I'll have a link on my my blog and stuff like that to his site or her site. And so it has metal here. Has metal in the back here where it mounts. There's 3 screw holes to mount it to your top back box so it doesn't fall off, and has the cabling here, which is right through 2 connectors. And in FunHouse they connect to J133 and 137, I believe, are the 2 places in the back box on the boards of where these plug into. But yeah, so I'm gonna go install it, and then we could take a look at it once it's installed and to see how it interacts with the game. And from the video that they show online on how to install it, it's really easy to install, and like I said, the bulbs like interact with the game, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it kind of works. So stay tuned for that. That'll be next. We'll do the install of this topper. I'll kind of just show the steps of how to install it on the game, and then we'll just see it in action. Stay tuned. Okay, so now I install the topper on the top of the game, and basically, like I showed you before, I screwed the 3 screws in the back into the topper onto the cabinet with like really small screws, so it doesn't really, you know, make too much damage. Ran the cable in the back of like the wire mesh, metal mesh that is in the back of the back box in these games. It unscrews and then the wire runs through that, and then ran it down to the J133 and 137 connectors. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the connectors and take a look at the wiring, and then look at it in gameplay. Stay tuned. Okay, so now we're in the back box, and you could see that that wire is running through like that wire mesh, and there's a screw that's like right here that comes off, that opens up, and then you could run the wire through that. So I ran the wire through that, comes down to the cabinet here, goes through the wire tie right there, you know, like the thing that organizes your wires in the back box here. Go down to these 2 connectors right here, 137 and 133. So I put both of those connectors into those connectors on the board, wired it up, and it seems like it works. So let's take a look. Just gonna put the wire there. So let's take a look at in gameplay with the toppers on and see how it looks all lit up with the game all put back together. But it's really easy to install. Again, you screw the topper to the top of the machine, run the wire back through that hole, take that screw out, run the wire down all the way down here, go to connector J133 and 137, which is this red one and this white one right here. And it could only go in one way, the connectors too, so you can't mess it up. So that's that. So let's look at gameplay with the thing turned on, the topper turned on, and see how it looks. Stay tuned. Okay, so that's the topper lit up with the lights animating and going with the activity of the game now that the connectors are plugged into the board. Looks pretty good. It's pretty, you know, at least it's animated and not just a still like object that doesn't do anything. So, you know, it has the 3 lights on top, the 3 lights on the, or 6 lights on the sides, 3 on each side. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good for what it is, and it's built really well. And let's just scroll out here, or scroll this way. So that's that. Let's just kind of bring the camera down a bit too, as we were talking about the translite before. So the translite, if you look at the bottom, like right hand side, that kind of mimics like that ticket booth that's up on the top. So that's kind of, I guess, where the idea came from. It's the same wording and same kind of look with the bulbs and stuff like that, but it looks pretty good. So let's just try a game. I don't think it's really going to be any different in the game, but let's take a look at it.
FunHouse. Here it comes. It's what? It's the outdoor. Go find the stuff, Buster. You're making me very That's not funny. I thought we were pals. What time of the clock? I'm not happy with you now.